Can't believe I'm going to say this, but this RC boat might have too much power, and I found that out the hard way. I took it to a large pool, threw it in the water, pulled full throttle, and it instantly flipped over. And I tried to run a little bit more. The pool was a bit too small. I thought it was a large pool, but this thing needs some space to run. But before we get into the performance, let's talk about the boat itself. How's it going, RC drivers? Greg here, and this is the ProBoat 17-inch Power Boat Racer. A lot of boats in that title, but anyway, this is a pretty cool, ready to run. From what I could tell, they give you everything you need inside the box. You get the assembled boat, you get your radio system. It's a 2.4 gig. It's got some digital trims on it, which is pretty cool. They give you a 1300 milliamp 3S battery, and then they give you a USB charger. They even give you the AAAs for the radio system, and of course, an instruction manual. So the boat itself, pretty cool look to it. There's not a lot of outboard boats out there, and this one isn't a true outboard. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in a second, but let's look at the hull. It's an ABS hull, not painted, it's molded in this color, and they do give you two graphic options for it. So you get this Lucas Oil option or the Geico that you can see here on the box. Like that, it's got this removable canopy. It's got a thumb screw to hold it down, little windshield, driver figures in there. So it's got the look. On the bottom, typical V hull, so it's got to cut through the water pretty well. It's got a water pickup in the back, and then it looks like the stuffing tube exit is actually part of the hull. Maybe it's glued in there, but there is a brass liner in there, and then it's got a standard stuffing tube type setup with your nylon sleeve, and then a straight shaft. But look at the outboard, there is no actual motor inside of it to propel it. The motor is inside the boat, and that is what makes it a self-riding boat, actually. So this is just a fake outboard, gives the boat a pretty cool look. And again, there's not many out there, so if you're looking for that V-hull racer look with, outboard setup, this is one of the few options you're gonna find. So canopy comes off pretty easy after you remove that thumb screw. Then inside the boat, your standard setup. So you've got your speed controller, which is a 30 amp speed controller in this boat, receiver on the other side, and then a micro servo in line. And just the way it's all set up, it's balanced pretty well. And I like that they have everything screwed down so it doesn't move, including the receiver. And then behind the electronics package here is the motor. It's a 2100 kV, and I think the box actually said it's a 2900 or 2950. Yeah, 2950 on the box, so they changed something up somewhere. I'm guessing a running change at some point, but it is an outrunner style motor, so that's how you get the boat to self-right. Basically, when the boat flips over, you punch the throttle, hit reverse, go back and forth a couple times, and it'll start to rock the boat until it flips over. So not like the other systems from ProBoat where you go and push the button and it does all that for you. This is a little bit more labor intensive. The motor and speed controller are water cooled. It's just a single line running through everything. And then you've got your push rods out to the outboard motor, which is actually basically your rudder. So the motor mount is aluminum, and then the coupler is aluminum. So all the typical stuff that you would see in a boat. Even the universal is metal, and then the prop is composite. So it seems like it's a solid boat. It does have foam flotation in the front. IC3 connector, by the way, for those of you looking to pick up an extra battery pack for it. But hey, go with the smart batteries. Those are really easy for a boat like this. Just looking over, again, looks pretty good. The only thing that's missing that I would like to see are some turn fins and some trim tabs, but maybe with the overhang the way, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes in the water. It does have a drain plug in there as well, but definitely a neat looking boat. That's why I wanted to get it in here and have it on the channel. Now we just need to see how it performs. Look at this, guys. I've got the perfect day and the right size pond to test this boat. Right now I'm just ripping around at about quarter throttle, and it's a little edgy at quarter throttle. This boat has a ton of rip on tap, but unfortunately you can't really use it. And I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna punch it right here. It just gets uncontrollable. You're gonna need some really smooth water to get this thing up to speed. Just this little bit of chop is making the boat unsettled. I mean, it is just edgy. It's really edgy to drive. It's bouncing through the corners, and there's not a lot of adjustability with this boat. So it's a rough call, because this is a cool looking boat. Oh, there we go, I got some speed. You just gotta line it up in a straight line, I guess. That was about close to half throttle. See if I can nail it again. All right, yeah, okay. Now I'm getting a little more runtime in on it. I'm getting used to it. So if you get in a good straight line, it'll rip. There we go. Oh, just so edgy though. I'm doing a self-riding. It's kind of just punch the trigger, go back and forth, but right out of the hole. I mean, yeah, this boat's gonna take a lot of getting used to drive. Gotta have to be really light in the corners, and it just wants to spin out. Gets that prop up on top of the water and just throws the boat around. All right, so I figured it out. You just got to get in a straight line, pull the throttle, let off, and just let it coast through the corners. That's the way to drive this boat. I spoke too soon before. So guys, this one's a handful. I got to be honest with you. It's a bit rough. I mean, it's just, look at that. You punch the throttle too much, it just goes right over. I think I'm done with this one, guys. Well, drivers, I really wanted to like this boat because it's an outboard and there's not many outboard deep Vs out there to drive, but this thing is just a handful. I mean, you really have to be on your game to keep this thing under control. You punch the throttle a little bit too much and it's just going to go over on you. And even in the corners, it's a bit unstable, but it is a rocket. I mean, it's supposed to go up to 30 miles an hour, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. It does self-right. I mean, you got to hit the throttle back and forth to flip it over, but I'm just thinking, you know, Recoil 2, that's also a 3S boat. It's a deep V, it's self-righting, it's $10 less. It does go 5 miles an hour slower, but it's a lot more controllable than this boat. I'm not sure I could totally recommend this one. I would definitely check out the Recoil 2 before getting this one, but if you have to have an outboard, I mean, this is one of the few that's out there. If you're into it, I'll have a link for it in the video description below.